Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense pushing this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Montrell Washington His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Flacco.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30.
And the Jets first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Flacco. Open man here is Conklin.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating off play action, Flacco.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Down inside the 10.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Williams. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas when they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll hand it off now. Williams.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Flacco. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Brings to the line to kick off for the Jets.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Passing play, Flacco. He finds Wilson,
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Flacco off play action. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Play action, Flacco, and he can't escape, and down he goes. They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the fourth down conversion. Flacco. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. From the gun, Flacco. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now it's Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. They'll roll him out right. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Flacco and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Buying time to his left.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Flacco looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Flacco. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Jermaine Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Flacco now on 4th.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
KJ Hamler
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 7. Frank Zerline to kick off for the Jets.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the score.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, he's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 2nd and goal. Flacco, throw left side complete. That's Hall. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan.